Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Nitai Gaur. Hari Hari Bol Prabhu. Hare
Hare.
Krishna Krishna.
Hare. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very beautiful kirtan in the evening. Thank you so much. Okay, we got Usha Mataji here. Hare Krishna, Usha Mataji. Dandavad Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanapram.
Dandavad Pranam. Are you available to do Mangalachan prayers, Mataji? If you are okay.
Yeah, Prabhu, I try. I just my mouth is still swollen, so just has to be tried, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Saraswati Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for kindly joining, Mataji. Nice to see you here. And
Hare
how,
Krishna, Prabhuji.
how are you, Mataji?
Yeah, I'm doing good, Prabhuji. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, we are well, Mataji. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm late, Prabhuji, for this meeting.
Yeah, that's all right, Mataji. So we are going in a pattern. So now we are doing Mangalachan prayers, Mataji.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Usha Mataji, when you're ready, kindly start the Mangalachan prayers, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhu. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Usha Mataji. So beautifully done Mangalashan prayers. Thank you so much. Okay, we shall also do the Chaitanya Charitamrita prayers as we are doing teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So I shall lead this line by line, and dear devotees, wherever it is possible, kindly unmute and follow behind me. Line by line, we are going to do it. Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan
Vande Gurum Vishwabhaktam
Isham Ishavatarakam
Isham Ishavatakaram
Tat Prakasham Tatchaktihi
Tat Prakasham
Prakasham
Tat
Shakti
Chakti
Krishna Chaitanya Sanyakam
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Samashtam
Samashnakam
Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya
Vande
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Nityanandau Sahoditau
Nityananda
Nityananda Sahodita
Sahodito
Gaudodaye Pushpavantau
Gaudodaya
Gaudodaye
Pushpavanto
Pushpavanto
Chitrau Sendau Tamonudau
Chitra
Chitro Sando Tamo Nadu
Udau
Yad Advaitam Brahmopanishadi Tadapyasya Tanubha
Yadadvaitam
Brahmo
Brahmopanishadi
Upanishadi Tad
Tatkaipya
Api
Asya
Asya
Tanudha
Tanudva
Yatmantaryami Purushaiti Soshamsha Vibhavaha
Ye Atmantar
Yatmantarayami
Yami
Purusha
Purusha
iti
Iti
Sosyam
Sovashamasa
Savibhavaha
Vibhava
षडैश्वर्यैः पूर्णो यैह भगवान् स स्वयम् अयम्
Tadaishvarye
Sadashvarya
Purno
Purna
Yai
Yaya
Bhagavan
Bhagavan
Sa Swayam
Saswam
Ayam
Ayam
न चैतन्यात् कृष्णात् जगति परतत्त्वं परमिह
Na
Nachaitanat
Chaitanya Krishna
Krishna
Jagati
Sagati
Para
Para
Tattvam
Tatam Param
Paramiha
Hiyaha
अनर्पितचरीं चिरात् करुणया अवतीर्णः कलौ
Anarpita Charim
Anarpita
Chirat
Sharim
Karuna
Chiratma
Vitrana Kalau
समर्पयितुं पुन्नुतोज्ज्वलरसां स्वभक्तिश्रियम्
Samarpayitam
Samarpayitam
Unnata
Unnatujvala
Jara
Sam
Rasam
Swabhakti
Swabhakti
Shriyam
Shriyam
हरिः पुरटसुन्दरद्युतिकदम्बसन्दीपितः
Harir
Hari
Purata
Purata
Sundara
Sundara
Diti
Dyuti
Kadamba
Kadamba
Sandipitaha
Sandipitaha
सदा हृदयकन्दरे स्फुरतु वः सचीनन्दनः
Tadha Hridaye
Hridaya Kandara
Kandare Spurathau
Spiritu
Va Sachinandana
राधाकृष्णप्रणयविकृति लादिनी शक्तिरस्मात्
Radha
Radha
Krishna
Krishna Pranaya
Pranaya
Vikriti
Vikriti
Ladini
Ladini
Sakti
Shakti
Rasmad
Rasmat
एकात्मनावपि भुवि पुरा देहभेदं गतौ तौ
Ekatmanav
एकत्मनावपि
Api
भुवि
Bhuvi
पुरा
Pura Deha
देहभेदं
Vidam
गतौ तौ
Gatau Tau
चैतन्याख्यं प्रकटमधुना तद्वयं चैक्यमाप्तम्
Chaitanya
चैतन्याख्यं
Kayam
कृतम् अधुना
Prakatam Aduna
तद्वयं
Tat
चैत्यम् अप्तम्
राधाभाद्युतिसोलितं नौमि कृष्णस्वरूपम्
राधा
Radha Bhavi Diviti
कृतं
Suvalitam
नौमि
Naomi Krishna
कृष्णस्वरूपम्
Sarupam
श्रीराधायाः प्रणयमहिमा कीदृशो वा न यैव
Sri Radha iya pranaya mahima
Kidrusho
Vanayaiva
स्वाध्यो येनाद्भुतमधुरिमा कीदृशो वा मदीयः
Swadhyo
Sadho
Yena
Yana
Bhuta
Bhuta
Madhurima
Madhurima
Kidrishova
Kidrusho Va
Madhya
Madhya
सौख्यं चास्य मदनुभवतः कीदृशं वेति लोभात्
Saukham
Saukyam
Chasya
Chasya
Mad
Mad
Anubhavat
Anubhavata Kidrisham
Kiddash
Veti Lobha
Tilobhat
तद्भावाढ्यः समजनी सचीगर्भसिन्धौ हरिन्दुः
Tadbhavad
Tadbhavadya
Diya
Samajani
Samajini
Sachi
Sachi
Garbha
Garbha
Sindhu
Sindhu
Harindu
Harindu
पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं
Panchatattvamakam
Panchatamakam
Krishnam
Krishnam
भक्तरूपास्वरूपकं
Bhakta Rupa
Sarupakam
Swarupakam
भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं
Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam
नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्
Namami Bhakta Saktikam
Saktikam
जय जय श्रीचैतन्य जय नित्यानन्द
Jaya Jaya Sri
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Jaya
Jaya Nityananda
जय अद्वैतचन्द्र जय गौरभक्तवृन्द
Jaya
Jaya
Advaita
Advaita
Chandra
Chandra
Jaya
Jaya
Gaura
Gaura
Bhakta
Bhakta
Vrinda
Vrinda
नमो महावदान्याय
Namo
Namo
Mahavadanyaya
कृष्णप्रेमाप्रदायते
Krishna
Krishna
Prema
Prema
Pradaya
Pradayate
कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य
Krishnaya
Krishnaya
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
नाम्ने गौरात्विषे नमः
Namne
Namne
Gaura
Gaura
Tushe
Tishe
Namaha
Namaha
कृष्णवर्णं तुषा कृष्णं
Krishna
Krishna
Varnam Tisha Krishnam
Krishnam
साङ्गोपाङ्गास्त्रपाशदम्
Shango Panga
Sangopanga
Gasra
Prashadam
Pasadam
यज्ञैः सङ्कीर्तनप्रायैः
Yajne Hi
Sankirtana
Shankitana
Prayehi
Prayehi
यजन्ति हि सुमेधसः
Yajantihi
Yajantihi
Sumedasaha
Sumedasaha
सुवर्णवर्णो हेमाङ्गो
Shivanna Banno
Varnavana
Hemango
Hemango
वराङ्गश्चन्दनाङ्गदी
Varangas
Varangas Chandanangati
Chandanangati
सन्न्यासकृत्यमः शान्तो
Sannaya
Sannyasakrita
Sakricha Chama
Chamasanto
Shanto
निष्ठा शान्तिपरायणः
Nishta
Nishta
Shanti
Shanti
Parayana
Parayana
मूकं करोति वाचालं
Mukam Karoti Vachalam
पङ्गुं लङ्गायते गिरिं
Pangum
Pangum
Langayate
Langayate Girim
यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे
Yat
Yat
Kripa
Kripa Tam Aham
Vande
Bande
परमानन्दमाधवम्
Paramananda Madhavam
श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं
Sri
Shri
Gurum
Guru
Dehotarinam
श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यमीश्वरम्
Sri Krishna Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Yesharam.
Ishvara
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, dear devotees. Very beautiful recitations. And Hare Krishna and Jai Mataji. Thank you for joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sorry for being late. My other class finished late. Sorry.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you. Okay, so we shall move into our teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So, teachings of Lord Chaitanya, we have been describing and discussing the chapter 14, Ecstasy of the Lord and His devotees. So, within this one, the part we are discussing is the qualities of Krishna. About 64 qualities. We are in the middle of those qualities. So just these qualities have been described in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu or Nectar of Devotion. So within that, the qualities we have discussed in the last session. So just to recap those qualities again. Krishna is always having beautiful bodily features. And then second, auspicious characteristics. And he is very pleasing nature. And also it is called Ruchira. and he is effulgent, and Krishna is strong, and Krishna is ever youthful, and he is a wonderful linguist, and he is truthful, and he is pleasing talker, and fluent, and highly learned, and highly intelligent, and genius, artistic, and then clever, and expert, and grateful, and then determined, and then expert judge of time and circumstances. Expert judge of time and circumstances. So until these 19 qualities we have discussed in the last session. So we shall go quality by quality. So we shall start from, did we discuss this 20th quality? Anyone remember from the last session? Sealed by the authority of the scriptures.
No, don't remember discussing this one.
Thank you, Mataji. So would you like to read that this 20th character, Mataji? Sealed by the authority of the scriptures. If anyone would like to read this paragraph?
Gayatri Mataji, you said yes?
If Jai Mataji, if you want, you can read Gayatri Mataji is not well. So
Oh, okay,
I
sorry.
will just
Sorry to
listening.
hear that.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, yes, okay. Seer by the authority of the scriptures. A person who acts exactly according to the tenets of scripture is called Shastra Chakshus. Shastra Chakshus means one who sees through the eyes of the authorized scriptures. Actually, any man of knowledge and experience should see everything through these books. For example, with our naked eye, we perceive the sun globe simply as some glaring substance. But when we see through authorized books of science and other literature, we can understand how much greater the sun globe is than this earth and how powerful it is. So seeing things through the naked eye is not actually seeing. Seeing things through the authorized books or authorized teachers is the correct way to see. So although Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and can see all that is past, present, and future to teach the people in general, he used to always refer to the scriptures. For example, in Bhagavad Gita, although Krishna was speaking as the supreme authority, he still mentioned and quoted Vedanta Sutra as authority. There is a statement in Srimad Bhagavatam wherein a person jokingly says that Krishna, the enemy of Kamsa, is known as the seer through the Shastras. In order to establish his authority, however, he is now engaged in seeing the gopis, whereby the gopis are becoming maddened. Hare Krishna, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so Hare Krishna Meena Mataji.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for joining.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so this is a seer. It is a Shastra Chakshu. So Shastra Chakshu means when Krishna speaks, he speaks only from the Vedas. So whenever Krishna is saying Bhagavad Gita, summary of all the Vedas. Summary of all the Vedas. Vedeshu sarvair ahameva vedjo vedanta veda videva chaham. So all studying of the Vedas only to be known is only Krishna. And also Krishna is the compiler of all the Vedas. And these Vedas have come from the breath of Krishna. But still, whenever Krishna is quoting, so he quotes from the Shastras. So it is in the beginning of introduction of Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned, Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogda Gopalanandanaha Paddo Vatsaha Tidir Bhokta Dogdam Gitamritam Mahat. So he has, so keeping all these Vedas as the mother cow, and he has extracted the milk, which is the cream, and then keeping Arjuna as a calf, and he has milked the cow. That milk is the beautiful cream of milk, is our Bhagavad Gita. And who is drinking all this Bhagavad Gita? It is Sudhir Bhokta and all the devotees. Sudhir, who are dhiras. Who are dhiras means devotees of the Lord. They are drinking that nectar. So Krishna speaks only through the Vedas. Sarvopanishado Gavo. Actually, any man of knowledge and experience should see everything through these books, all the Vedic science, because our intelligence is not perfect due to the four defects of the humans. One is tend to cheat, tend to make mistakes, fall into illusion, imperfect senses. These are the four defects of the human society. So we cannot speak anything. So it is in our experience since our childhood. If we ask someone, they would say their own personal opinions, personal experience, and their personal conclusions. And nowhere it would satisfy one. So, but especially when it comes to the transcendental knowledge, there is no hope for that. So, but finally, when we have come to Srila Prabhupada, we see everything as it is in the scriptures, Bhagavad Gita as it is. It is called Shastra Chakshuhu. Some people speak speculations, mental speculations and opinions. We do not bother about such kind of things. Okay, so but even under what are the main evidences is in the Shastras, it is described. One is Pramanas, one is Shabda Pramana, one is Shrutis, and if second one is the Pratyaksha Pramana, third one is Anumana. So there are different kinds of Pramanas, and one has to establish that theory first and later on investigate further in order to identify what is the source of that object, what is the purpose, and everything else. So one is the Shruti, that is hearing from the sound, and second one is the Anumana, third one is the Pratyaksha. So these are the three different ways of the Pramanas. So here, Shastra Chakshuhu, we need to see through the authorized books of science and other literatures. What are these? Are Shruti, Smriti, Puranadi. These are all our Vedic science. So these, when we approach Krishna consciousness, so Shruti Smriti Puranadi Pancharatri Vidhim Vina Aikantiki Hare Bhakti Utpatayaiva Kalpate. So when we follow these scriptures, then everything was perfect. If we do not follow, then in the Hari Bhakti, there are only calamities would happen. We will be deviated into wrong path. Okay, and also we can understand how much greater the sun globe is than this earth and how powerful it is. So unless we read some kind of basic information from the authorized scriptures or from the science, then we do not know how big the sun is. And also earth is also, the universe is also mentioned Bhugola in the Bhagavata Purana. It is the Gola means in the form of the round shape, Golam. Globe, that is globe. So seeing these things through the naked eye is not actually seeing. And seeing things through the authorized books or authorized teacher is the correct way to see it. So although Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead and can see all that is past, present and future to teach the people in general, he used to always refer to the scriptures. And when Krishna speaks Bhagavad Gita, he says that Ibam Vivaspate Yogam Proktavan Aham Avyayam Vivaswan Manave Praha Manur Ikshwakavi Abhravit. So this is how the Bhagavad Gita knowledge has come, but in due course of time, that knowledge is lost. Imam Vivaspate Yogam Proktavanaham Avyayam. So he spoke to Vivaswan, the sun god, and sun god he spoke to Ikshwaku. He spoke to Manu, and then Manu spoke to Manu Ikshwakavi Abhravit. He spoke to Ikshwaku. And within that dynasty, Lord Ramchandra also has appeared. So, and everyone, in order to carry out their activities and take decisions, first of all, they consult the Shastras, whether it is said in the Shastras, then they will refer. Sometimes some people, who are expert in the Shastras, they will utilize all the Shastras for their personal satisfactions, personal sense gratifications. For example, here, this Ravanasura. So, but actually one has to, these shastras are meant and to be followed to keep one's constitutional position, dharma, swadharma. And then that needs to be again parodharma. It is to please Krishna, the Yajna Purusha, who is the protector of Sanatana Dharma. Okay, so and then further, for example, Bhagavad Gita, although Krishna was speaking as supreme authority, he still mentioned and quoted Vedanta Sutra as authority. So he also mentions uh, that Vedas, they deal with the karma kanda. So if you perform this sacrifice, you would benefit this particular results. Likewise, there are so many things. If you want to if you do this, you will get this result. Likewise, that one it is said in the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita about the Vedas, karma kanda. They deal with the three material modes of nature mainly. And there is a statement in Srimad Bhagavatam wherein in a person jokingly says that Krishna, the enemy of Kamsa, is known as the seer through the Shastra. And in order to establish his authority, however, he is now engaged in seeing the gopis, whereby the gopis are becoming maddened. So this is a very beautiful thing. Krishna, whenever he was also in the just before the Govardhana pastimes, at the time, he was speaking to Gargacharya and Nanda Maharaj. So as we might have seen the little Krishna. So he just speaks through the Shastras only. And he says, my dear father, so do you see any yajnas personally prescribed for Indra to be performed? So that he would give the reins, then he argues with his father in such a way that his father cannot say anything. And also Gargamuni, he also mentions that whatever Krishna is saying, right, it is mentioned in the scriptures. So the words is he refers to the Shastra Chakshuhu. Okay, so and further this is again describing the Krishna what he is doing as of that time. But here Krishna is the he is seared by the authority of the scriptures. Okay, that is his quality. And also in order to perform any auspicious times, any particular activity, auspicious activities, first of all, we see the time. What is the time? Is there any Rahu Kala? We need to skip that one. And also Vajjam. So sometimes are to be avoided to start the good or auspicious activities. So that comes from the Shastras. This is Shastra Chakshuhu. And when marriages are happening, then also parents see, they bring the Brahmanas and see whether this bride and bridegroom match is suitable or what is the right time to get married. This is all comes from the Shastras. So Krishna always abide by the Shastric injunctions, Shastra Chakshuhu. Okay, that is this quality. We shall move to the next quality. Next quality is the pure. Okay, so can I request other devotee to take a turn to read this quality, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu Mary.
Yes, Mataji, please.
The pure. There are two kinds of supreme purity. When one type is processed, one is able to deliver a sinful person. When the other type is processed, one does not do anything that is impure. A person who processes uh, either of these qualities is called supremely pure. Krishna is both. He can deliver all sinful conditioned souls, and at the same time, he never does anything by which he can contaminate it. In this connect, uh, in this connection, Vidura, while trying to detach his older brother Dhritarashtra from his familial attachments, said, "My dear brother, you just fix your mind on the lotus feet of Krishna, who is worshipped with beautiful erudite, erudite verses by great sages. and saintly persons. Krishna is the supreme deliverer among all deliverers. Undoubtedly, there are great demigods like Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, but their position as deliverer depend always upon the mercy of Krishna. Therefore, Vidura advised his elder brother Dhritarashtra to con- concentrate his mind and worship only Krishna. If one simply chant the holy name of Krishna, this holy name will rise within one's heart like the powerful sun and will immediately dissipate all the darkness of ignorance. Vidura advised Dhritarashtra to therefore think always of Krishna so that the volumes of contaminations due to sinful activities would be washed off immediately. In Bhagavad Gita, also Krishna is addressed by Arjuna as Param Brahma Param Dhamma Pavitram, the supreme pure. There are many other instances exhibiting Krishna's supreme purity. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So this is the purity. So in Dhruv Maharaj, when he was praying to the Lord, Tum Nitya Mukta Parishuddha Vibhuddhatma Kotastadi Purusho Bhagwan Tridishaha. Tum Nitya Mukta Parishuddha Vibhuddhatma. So it's very beautiful. It is Parishuddha, it is very pure. So in such a way, he glorifies to the Supreme Lord. That is, there are two kinds of supreme purity. When one is possessed, one is able to deliver a sinful person. And Krishna is pure. If anything, if we see the fire, whatever we put it into the fire, it will burn into the ashes. It will. So likewise, whoever is, whatever the sinful person, he come in contact with Krishna, he will be purified in due course of time. So when one type is possessed and one is able to deliver a sinful person. So Krishna is pure, he will never ever be contaminated. At the same time, if anyone come in contact with Krishna, he will be purified. It is, and also Krishna's supreme personality of Godhead and absolute truth, and his name, form, qualities, and everything, and his personality are not different from each other. यस्यावतार गुणकर्म विडम्बनानि नामानि येषु विघ्ने विवसा गृह्णन्ति तेनैकजन्म शमलं सहसैव हित्वा संयान्त्यपावृतामृतं तमजं प्रपद्ये यस्यावतार गुणकर्म विडम्बनानि नामानि येषु विगमे vivasa ghrunanti. Even though just unknowingly if chant the names of the Lord and his pastimes, teneka janma shamalam sahasaiva hitva, and sinful activities which are piled up so many lifetimes, they're all completely eradicated out. Teneka janma shamalam sahasaiva hitva, completely removed. Samyanti apavrta amritam tamajam prapadye. Samyanti apavrta amritam. So it is Krishna's names are open nectar for everyone. Anyone can come and take and then purify themselves. Tamajam Prapadye, Lord Brahma mentions in his prayers to the Lord, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So here a person, and also sun is one of the example is the sun god. He would extract the water from the oceans. He would also extract the water from even the filthy places, even the stool and urine, but that will become distilled later on. So likewise, what will be purified? It will come as a distilled water for all this world. In such way, the sun is pure, but sun does not contaminated by the stool or anything else. So that is the power of the Lord. A person who possesses either of these qualities is called supremely pure. Krishna is both. He can deliver all sinful conditioned souls, and at the same time, he never does anything by which he can be contaminated. Whatever the Lord does, Tatkrutam Mati Vaishamyam Nirvajyasya na Kvachit. Bhishma Deva says that तत्कृतमति वैषम्यं सर्वात्मनः समुदृशो हि अद्भयस्य अनहङ्कृतेः तत्कृतमति वैषम्यं निर्वध्यस्य न क्वचित्. O Yudhishthira, so whomever you are thinking Krishna, he is Sarvatmanaha Samadrushohi. He is the super soul of all the living entities. And Samadrushohi, Adbhayasya Anahankrutehe. And he describes the qualities. Whatever Krishna does, Tatkrutam Mati Vaishamyam Nirvajyasya Nakvachit. At any point of time, he never do any kind of sinful activities. There is no scope for that. That's because he is super soul. But oh Yudhishthira, you are thinking Yam Manyase Masulayam Priyam Mitram Suhrittamam Akuro Sachivodhotam Sahurdad Atasaridhim. See how many ways Yudhishthira might be thinking. He is my friend, Suhridam, Matulayam, Priyam, Mitram, and this is Saradhi, Atasaradhim, and also messenger. So likewise, in different ways, Bhishma Devi is mentioning to Yudhishthira. So whatever he is, the supreme personality of Godhead. Sarvatmanah samudrushohi adbhayasa anahankrutehe mati tatkrutam mati vaishamyam nirvadhyasya nakvachit. Krishna will never ever make at any point any mistakes at any point of time. And it is free from enviousness, free from any raga dveshas. He is equal to everyone. Okay, so likewise, this is the quality. Krishna, he never does anything by which he can be contaminated, either by the activities or by anything. And also, not only Krishna, whoever is taking shelter of Krishna, and they are also like that. And if anyone who is taking the shelter of devotees of Krishna, they will also be purified. It is mentioned by Sukadeva Goswami, Kirata Hodandra Pulinda Pulkasha Abhirushumva Yavanaha Kasadeham Ye Nejpapa Edapashriyasriyaha Sujjanitasmai Prabhavishnave Namaha Sujjanitasmai Prabhavishnave Namaha. And giving all the list of sinful people, Kirata, Hona, Andhra, Pulinda, Pulkasha, Abhira, Shumbha, Yavanaha, Kasadeha, 8 kinds of people. Ye Neja Papa Edapashriyasriyaha Sujjanti Tasmai Prabhavishnave Namaha. See, more different kinds of sinful people, they come into contact with the devotees of the Lord who have taken the shelter of the Lord, lotus feet of the Lord. They will be purified. Sujjanti Tasmai Prabhavishnave Namaha. So he is completely pure. And also Prabhupada is giving one in this connection. Vidura, while trying to detach his elder brother Dhritarashtra from his familial attachments, said, "My dear brother, you just fix your mind on the lotus feet of Krishna, who is worshipped with beautiful erudite verses. It is Uttama Shloka by great sages and saintly persons. So he is supreme deliverer among all deliverers. Ketnadeva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Rajet. Vaikuntha Leela Vidhyanam Samadhanam Tadatmanaha." So this is that is called Samadhi. Just remembering Krishna's pastime, that is Samadhi. Fixing one mind on Krishna. Ketana Deva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Braje. So just glorifying Krishna, one would completely free from the material entanglement. Delivered among all deliverers. And undoubtedly, there are great demigods like Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, but their positions as deliverers depend upon the mercy of Krishna. So they will receive their powers from Krishna only. So Lord says to Daksha Prajapati, "Aham Brahma cha sarvascha jagatah karanam param atmeshwara upadrashta swayam drug avisheshanah." Even though I am Atmeshwara Upadrashta, but here, in order to maintain this material universe, do not see a difference between myself, Brahma, and Shiva. Aham Brahma Sarvasha Jagatah Karanam Param. But I am Atmeshwara. I am the Lord of everyone and the super soul. Upadrashta, I see, I am the seer. This is very beautifully described. Trujami tanyuktoham haro hariti tadvashaha vishwam purusha rupena paripati vishwadruk. So it is mentioned, Srujami tanyuktoham. He will come on his own, by his personal will Srujami Tanyuktoham Haro Harati Tadvashaha. He would keep Brahma and Lord Shiva in his control. Haro Harati Tadvashaha. Vashaha is keeping them in his control. Vishwam Purusha Rupena Paripati Vishwadhruk. So he will maintain this universe, Vishwam, in the Purusha Rupena. Paripati, in such a way he will maintain. So keeping, so that means Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva are not independent. So it is one of our 10 offenses that it is mentioned here. To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of name of Lord Vishnu, it is one of the offense. So they are always under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, so here, therefore, Vidura advised his elder brother Dhritarashtra to concentrate his mind and worship only Krishna. If one simply chants the holy name of Krishna, this holy name will rise within one's heart like the powerful sun and will immediately dissipate all the darkness of ignorance. So, Josna Birahada Mahad Hrudayandhakaram. Just as soon as one sees the lotus feet of Krishna, संचिन्तयेद् भगवतः चरणारविन्दम् वज्राङ्कुशध्वजसरोरुहलाञ्छनाढ्यम् उत्तुङ्गरक्तविलसत्नकचक्रवाला जोष्नाभिराहतमहद्हृदयान्धकारम् जोष्नाभिराहतमहद्हृदयान्धकारम्. It would dissipate a great darkness within the heart just by seeing the lotus feet of the Lord or meditating on Lord, and just by thinking of his name also. His name, just by thinking of Krishna's name. So, and also his lotus feet, Jatuhu Samalasaila Nisrustavajram Jaya Chiram Bhagavataha Charanaravindam. Again, it is mentioned Janadvayam Jalajalocanaya Jananya Lakshmya Kilasya Suravanditaya Vidatuhum Jatuhu Sam. So another shloka it comes. यस्सौच निःसृतसरिद्रवरोदकेन तीर्थेन मूर्ध्यतिकृतेन शिवः शिवोऽभूत् धातुः समलशैलनिःसृष्टवज्रं ध्याये चिरं भगवतः चरणारविन्दम्. So this lotus feet of Krishna, यस्सौच निःसृतसरिद्रवरोदकेन तीर्थेन मूर्ध्यतिकृतेन शिवः शिवोऽभूत्. And from the lotus feet of Krishna, the Ganges river emanates from the lotus feet, and it will purify all the planetary systems from top to top, middle and lower planetary systems. And then Tidhena Mudni Adikrutena Shiva Shiva Bhut. Even the Lord Shiva is already pure. Shiva means pure, auspicious, but still he will be purified by that water, which is coming from lotus feet of Krishna. And that lotus feet, Jatuho Samala Saila Nisrustavajram Jhaye Chiram Bhagavataha Charanaravindam. That lotus feet would kick off the mountain of sinful acts one has performed if that person meditates on the lotus feet of the Lord. That's why Pradarshayantam Krupayana Kendhu Mayoka Bhinnanguli Charupatram. So this is again one of the beautiful shloka. Many people will go and try to worship the lotus feet of the Lord. So there, Pumsam Vividakamaya, Pumsam Swakamaya Vivikta Margaihi Abhyatyatam Kamadugangri Padham Pradarshayantam Krupayana Kendhu Mayoka Bhinnanguli Charupatram. So the Lord always keeps shows his lotus feet so that devotees will come and take the shelter of his lotus feet, which are like nails of the lotus feet of the Lord. It is shining with the moonlight. Naka Indu, Naka Indu. Naka is the nails, Indu is the moon. So whoever sees that one, their desires will be fulfilled. Lord is always showing the lotus feet. Pradarshyantam Krupaya Nakendhu Mayuka Bhinnanguli Charupatram. So many beautiful glorifications of the Lord, just lotus feet and his name and everything. And Apannaha Samsridam Ghoram Yannama Vyuso Ghrunan Tatra Sadhya Vimuccheta Yadbhivemi Swayam Bhayam. In the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned Apannaha Samsridam Ghoram. In this material world, existence of Samsriti, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi, Apanah Samsitim Ghoram, Yennama Vyoso Ghranan, and simply just remembering the name of the Lord, Yennam Vyoso Ghranan, Tatra Sajja Vimucheta, immediately he will be relieved from this material entanglement. Tatra Sajja Vimucheta, Yad Vibemi Swayam Bhayam, and that name is fearful to the fear personified. So beautiful. That is name of Krishna and lotus feet of Krishna. One has to meditate on. And here, so due to those, sinful activities would be washed off immediately. And in the Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna is addressed by Arjuna as Param Brahma, Parandhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. Pavitram is again pure, the supreme pure. Paramam Bhavan. And there are many other instances exhibiting Krishna's supreme purity. So these are all about Krishna's purity. So anyone come in contact with Krishna and his devotees, again one of the Bhakti Muhuhu Pravatam Tvaime Prasango Bhuyat Ananta Mahatam Amalasayanam. And also this is about the devotees. And one of the shloka about Dhruva Maharaj in his prayers, it is mentioned that Saugandya Lubdha Hridayeshu Kruta Prasangaha Tena Smaranti Atitaram Premisha Matcham Ye Chanvadaha Suta Suhrud Gruhavittadharaha Suta Suhrud Gruhavittadharaha Ye tu Abjanaba Bhavadiya Padharavinda Saugandya Lubdha Hridayeshu Kruta Prasangaha. So Sauganjalubdha Hridayeshu Kruta Prasangaha, a devotee of the Lord who is completely absorbed himself in the devotional service. If anyone come in contact with that particular devotee, they will forget all about their friends, family, and everything else. Te nasmaranti, they do not remember about their family. Te nasmaranti atitaram primisha matcham ye chanudaha suta suhrud gruhavittadaraha. Because ye tu abjanava bhavadiya padharavinda saughanjalubdha hridayeshu kruta prasangaha. Because the lotus feet of the Lord, it is always in the heart of the devotee. So lotus feet of the Lord, it will purify all the sinful people. If anyone come in contact with the devotee, then they will also be purified. They will forget about anything else. Saughanjalubdha hridayeshu kruta prasangaha. So beautifully it is described in the Bhagavatam. One would experience that ecstasy. Okay, so that is many instances exhibiting Krishna's supreme purity. Okay, so we shall move to the next quality of Krishna. What else? Okay, it is the self-control. Can I request other devotee to read this next quality, please?
Can I read it?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Self-control. A person who can control his sense fully is called vasi or self-control. In this connection, it is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, all the 16,000 wives of Krishna were so exquisitely beautiful that their smiling and shyness were able to captivate the minds of great demigods like Lord Shiva, but still they could not even aggregate the mind of Krishna in spite of their attractive feminine behavior. Every one of the thousands of wives of Krishna was thinking that Krishna was captivated by her feminine beauty, but this was not the case. Krishna is therefore the supreme controller of the senses, and this is admitted in Bhagavad Gita, where he is addressed as Rishikesa, the master of the senses. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So here, Rupa Goswami is describing self-control quality. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, all Krishna's queen wives and also 16,108 wives, all of them, यद्यपि पार्श्वगतो रघुगतः तथापि तस्याङ्घ्रि युगं नवं नवं पदे पदे कविरमेति तत्पात चलाप्य श्रीः न जहाति करहे चेत्. So the wives of Krishna, they will always at the lotus feet of Krishna serving him, and when they are serving his lotus feet, tatapi tasyangri yugam navam navam, they are feeling that service every day new, every moment is new. Tatapi tasyangri yugam navam navam pade pade ka viramete tatpada, and they cannot separate themselves from that lotus feet. Even though uh, goddess of fortune, Chalap Yashrihi, she is a Chala. She cannot stay at one place in this material world, but in the spiritual world, always at the lotus feet of the Lord. Chalap Yashrihi, na jahati karhichit. She will never ever leave lotus feet of the Lord. Likewise, knowing that kind of opportunity, the Krishna's wives, how can they would leave the lotus feet of the Lord? So beautifully Suta Goswami describes. And then further, Suta Goswami is saying that अताविशं स्वभवनम् अताविशत् स्वभवनं सर्वकामम् अनुत्तमम्. And then Lord, once he comes from the Hastinapura to the Dwaraka, then he meets all his citizens and family members, father, mothers, and everyone else. And then later on, he enters into his palaces of his wives. Atavishat Atavishat Pravishtam Swabhavanam Sarvakamam Anuttamam, where he enjoyed with all his wives. So just like a Prakruto Yata, and Prakrut, just like an ordinary person who enjoys with his wife and family, likewise the Lord has entered and enjoyed with all his wives. And after saying that, Suta Goswami mentions the beauty of how Krishna's wives. मुद्धाम भाव पिसुनामलवल्गुहास व्रीडावलोकनिहतो मदनोऽपियासं सम्मुह्य चापमजहात् प्रमदोस्तमात्र यस्येन्द्रियं यस्येन्द्रियं विमुतितं कुहकैः न सेकुः. And Uddhama Bhava Pisunamala Volkuhasa, and his wives, they are trying to, by their feminine features, trying to convince Krishna and keep Krishna in their control. Uddhama Bhava Pisunamala Volkuhasa, Vridavalokanikato Madhanopiyasam, and with so much of shyness, likewise, they are trying to impress Krishna. But Sammuhya Chapam Ajhat Pramadottamasta, and Sammuhya Chapam Ajhat, and the Cupid, even though he has entered into the Krishna's wives and throwing so many arrows onto Krishna, but he has to leave his bow and arrow by the tiredness. Krishna cannot be controlled by those Cupid. Sammuhya Chapam Ajhat Pramadottamasta. Pramadottam. He is Krishna's wives are most beautiful women. Pramadottamasta. And Yasyendriyam Vimutitam Kuhakaihi Nasekuhu, but they cannot agitate the senses of Krishna. Yasyendriyam Vimutitam Kuhakaihi Nasekuhu. Nasekuhu, it will never ever fall down. It will never ever be inclined towards such kind of behavior. That Krishna is always Atmaram. He is inclined for the devotees, but same Krishna's wives, then Yat Pada Susrushana Mukhya Karmana Satchadaya Dvashta Sahasra Yoshitaha. And when they're serving lotus feet of Krishna, Satchadaya Dvashta Sahasra Yoshitaha, that is having that one as a Mukhya Karmana and as essential thing, as a with devotion, then Krishna was trying to fulfill the desire of all these 16,108 wives, especially Satyabhama, to bring the Parijata flower from the heaven. But that is not because he is controlled by his wife. He was inclined towards devotion that Satyabhama rendered unto the lotus feet of Krishna. Nijjitya Tridashanta Nijjitya Sanke Tridashanta Dashisho Haranti Vajrayada Vallabhochitaha. So he brought that Parijata flower from the heaven into the Dwaraka, and it was planted in Satyabhama's palace. So he was only inclined towards the devotion, not by the bodily feminine features. So that Prabhupada is describing here very nicely. And every one of thousands of wives of Krishna was thinking that Krishna was captivated by her feminine beauty, but this was not the case. So yasyendriyam vimutitam kuhakaihi na sekuhu. No one can agitate the senses of Krishna. He is the Krushikesha. Krushikesha means master of the senses. So this is admitted in the Bhagavad Gita by Arjuna. So when he addressed Krushikesha, can you please so I think one is Achyuta, Radham Stapayami Achyuta, one place, and then Krushikesha, that Lord, he is the Lord of senses or master of the senses. And when we are engaging our senses in the service of Krushikesha, Krushikena Krushikesha Sevanam Bhaktiruttama, that is called Bhakti. When we engage our senses in the service of Krishna, that is Bhakti. Okay, but there is tiny one more quality. We shall do this one, a small one only, and then we stop here. Can I request other devotee to read this quality, please? Steadfast. Hare Krishna, Vijay Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam, Dr. Srila Prabhupada. Would you like to read this quality, Prabhuji, if you are available? If not, do not worry. Saraswati Mataji, would you like to read?
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji.
No, I'm available.
Okay, Prabhuji, you can do it next quality in case. Saraswati Mataji do this one. Yeah.
Okay, sure, Prabhuji. A person who continues to work until his desired goal is achieved is called steadfast. There was a fight between Krishna and King Jambavan, and Krishna was to take the valuable Sayamantaka jewel from the king. The king tried to hide himself in the forest, but Krishna would not become discouraged. Krishna finally got the jewel by seeking out the king with great steadfastness. Forbearing. A person who tolerates all kinds of troubles, even though such troubles appear to be unbearable, is called forbearing. When Krishna was residing at the place of a spiritual master, he did not mind taking all troubles in rendering services to his guru. Although his body was very soft and delicate, it is the duty of the disciple to execute all services unto the spiritual master despite all kinds of difficulties. The disciple living at the residence of the spiritual master has to go begging from door to door and bring everything back to the spiritual master. When prasada is being served, the spiritual master is supposed to call each and every disciple to come and eat. If by chance the spiritual master forgets to call a disciple to partake of the prasadam, it is enjoined in the scriptures that the student should fast on that day rather than accept food on his own initiative. There are many such strictures. Sometimes also Krishna went to the forest to collect dry wood for fuel. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So very beautiful qualities again. So Krishna is steadfast in his determination. And so this one we know that when a person continues to work until his desired goal is achieved is called steadfast. Sometimes a different patudala, something in one language, patudala for great determination. Okay, it's a steadfast. So here the fight between King Jambavan and Krishna, it has happened for I think 27 days or 18 days, something like that. So 27 or 28 days. But still the fight was in the daytime, they fight each other, and then in the nighttime they take rest. Of course, sometimes I think it might have continued even in the night continuously. But Krishna was not tired, but Jambavan's body was tired. And then finally, Jambavan, he came to understanding that no one can defeat or fight with him with such a power except his master, that is Lord Ramachandra. And later on, he has inquired from Krishna, and then Krishna was pleased with the King Jambavan. So again, Jambavan in the Treta Yuga. So during that time, he had a desire that he wanted to have a duel with the Ramachandra. And Ramachandra, understanding that mood of Jambavan, And then he said, your desire will not be fulfilled here in this yuga, but it would in the next Dwapar yuga. Likewise, he gave that word to Jambavan. That one now on the this topic of Samantaka jewel. Now Krishna got that opportunity. One is, so many things would happen at one particular instance. Krishna fulfills many desires of different devotees. So Samantaka jewel is one is Satyabhama, that is one thing, and also Satyabhama's father, Satrajit, and also here Jambavati and Jambavan, and also many other people would come into this picture whenever Samantaka jewel. One small thing, if Krishna's presence, many things would happen, and everything has got a proper meaning for that. Okay, here the king tried to hide himself in the forest, but Krishna would not become discouraged, and Krishna finally got the jewel by seeking out the king with great steadfastness. So, like Krishna's all his soldiers were waiting outside that cave, and only Krishna entered into that cave, and then he was in duel with Jambavan for next, I think, 28 or some that many number of days approximately. Okay, so that is steadfastness. And give another quality is the forbearing. And here, who tolerates all kinds of troubles? This is titikshaya, karunaya, and maitriya cha akulajantishu, samatvena cha sarvatma, bhagwan samprasidati. So when who has got this tolerance? So Krishna says titikshaya, and he mentions in the beginning this one has to tolerate all this good and bad, whatever comes in our way. Matra sparshvastu kanteya sitoshna sukha dukkadaha agamapayuno anityaha tam titikshasva bharata. You simply tolerate. And that is the instruction to Arjuna. So this is forbearing. Even though such troubles appear to be unbearable, is called forbearing. And when Krishna was residing at the place of his spiritual master, he did not mind taking all troubles in rendering service to his guru, although his body was very soft and delicate. So it is the matter of duty to satisfy the guru and to please guru. And in the Gurukula, children are going to learn from the spiritual master. So during the time they go outside, okay, here Prabhupada is giving, it is duty of disciple to execute all services unto spiritual master. This is tadviddi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Pariprashnena sevaya. Sevaya is the service unto the spiritual master. When they are trying to learn the tadviddi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshintite jnanam jnayanaha tattvadarshinaha. Spiritual masters, they have seen the truth, and the disciple, by rendering service, he will try to learn the knowledge, jnanam, from the spiritual master. So during that process, disciples who are living at the spiritual master's home, and he sends the disciples to door and bring everything, begging from door to door and bring everything back to the spiritual master. And then Guru Patni, wife of Guru, she will prepare prasadam, and then when it is served, spiritual master is supposed to call each and every disciple to come and eat. Then only they will have to go. If by chance, if spiritual master forgets to call a disciple to partake of the prasada, it is enjoined in the scripture that the student should fast on that day rather than accept food on his own initiative. Okay, so that is forbearing. So, but Krishna was serving his spiritual master, Sandipani Muni, like that on one night, on one day when his Sandipani Muni asked them to bring kusha grass from the forest or firewood from the forest. So Sudama and Krishna, they both went to the forest to collect that firewood. So at the time, there was a huge rain, and then Sudama and Krishna, they were sitting under one tree because of too much of rain and wind, and then they could not go home. At the time, teacher Sandipani Muni was a bit concerned, and then he could not go immediately. But in the next day morning, he went to the forest to look for Krishna and Sudama there, and then he hugged Krishna and Sudama, and then he brought them back home. So that what it means, Krishna forbearing all the troubles. Of course, there are many troubles. If we look at the Vrindavan pastimes, we may be very happy to hear those pastimes. But if we look at in one angle, by birth, Krishna was always in the as a target of Kamsa to how Kamsa can kill Krishna. Within 10 days, again he sends Potana, and then if we look into one angle with the loving nature, how much tolerant we, how much pain. If we love Krishna, how much pain one will go through. Why Krishna is going through so many calamities? How much pain Yashoda Mata would have gone through? And then starting from Potana, and then Sakatasura, Trinavarta, and then so many demons always trying to kill the child. So this is one angle. Of course, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is different. But as a motherly and fatherly feeling, that one, it is very difficult for us to bear such kind of news. That Krishna is always been targeted. We don't know what happened to Krishna at what time. Aghasura is coming, and then Vyomasura is coming, and then Vatsasura is coming, Aristasura is coming, Kesi demon is coming, so many demons, and one side Kalya, poisonous water. So likewise, and so many things. So if we look at that angle, why Krishna is going through so many problems? Is it easier than Ramachandra's troubles? Whatever Krishna has gone through in his life? Of course, if we see, and later on, gradually going into the Madura, and again there, he had to fight with all the Chanura, Mustik, and all the fighters, and fight with the Kamsa. And then later on, Jarasandha keep on coming to Krishna to fight with him. At 18 times. Again coming to Dwarka, again so many enemies are coming. Again later on, while he was winding up his pastimes, all his family was also annihilated. That this pastimes is not easy if we are looking in one angle with a loving affection towards Krishna. It is unbearable for us. No one would like to take the lives of, if you look into one angle. So, but Krishna is Supreme Personality of God. He knows present, past, and future, and everything. So that way we are in the safe hands. But otherwise, we would cry for Krishna every moment. Okay, so this is about forbearing. And we shall cover forgiving quality next one in the next session. I stop here. I request dear devotees, if you have got any questions or you wanted to share anything, I request you to unmute and ask questions, or you want to share anything, kindly share. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, may I ask one question?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
So, not in this one, but before, when we were talking of the devotees, and I was just thinking that Krishna is so pure, so pure. Is it at all possible for even the purest of the pure devotees to come near? Because after all, even the devotees, they have gone through a material life whereby there may be some some impurities from their living in the material world. But I'm just thinking, how is it possible that the devotees, even if they have gone through austerities, even if they have gone through purification, to reach that level where they can, because to feel that purity that Krishna is, you have to be, so extremely pure to connect. Is
Yeah.
that at all possible, Prabhu? That's what I was coming through my mind.
So it is possible when one is meditating completely pure with only single point of objective. Mano achirasyad virajam yogena susamahitam vayu vayu yataloham matam chajiti vaimalam. So these yogis, they meditate on the Krishna's form, the beautiful four-handed form. It is mentioned in the third canto, 28th chapter, how to yogi meditate on the Lord, how he will be purified as whenever metal is being melted, and then the solid state will become into the a liquid state, and then during that time Vayognibhyam yataloham matam chariti malam. All the impurities will be coming out and pure gold will be separated. I'm not a goldsmith, but so here as scripture says, that means a goldsmith might be doing that one. We see 24 karat gold, 22 karat gold like that. So that is the comparison is giving analogy. This is mano achrachat virajam, and one has to continuously engage his mind. Mano achrachat virajam yogena susamahitam vayognibhyam yataloho matam chachita vaimalam प्राणस्य शोधयन्मार्गं पूरकुम्भकरेचकैः प्रतिकूलेन वा चित्तं यथा स्थिरम् अचञ्चलम्. So these are the statements, and that posture one has to so swanasagra avalokana, one has to meditate on the Lord by keeping his eyesight on tip of the nose. Swanasagra avalokana. So the kastam bhagavato swanasagra avalokana. That would happen because it is only one point of object. I do not have anything in this material world to achieve. Then why do I live among the society? That is the question. I do not want anything, but I am still in the society. Why I am doing here in the society? I do not have to live here. I can live. So I'm thinking that now one point of determination means I can go to secluded place, engage myself in the yoga until I leave the body, until I Dhruv Maharaj achieves the Lord's presence and he got the blessings of the Lord. Similarly, one can go there and then until he leaves his body going back to Godhead. So Dhruv Maharaj in his last times, winding up his pastimes, then he made like that. So renounced everything from the family life, saying that it is Manyamana idam vishwam maya rachitamatmani avidya rachita swapna gandharva nagaropamam. It is thinking that it is just a phantasmagoria, Gandharva Nagara. So, and after that he left to the forest and then he engaged himself in the taking 3 times a bath and worshipping the Lord with stule dadara bhagavad pratirupayetad, taking the form of the Lord and meditating on that form with a single point of objective and then completely purified later on. The Lord's Parshudas came and then took him back. That is a single point of objective. But here we are living in the society. It may not be 100% pure, but Lord utilizes our presence here in the society. Through us, we give message to the others as well. Janma sadhakari parabhupakara. This is Bhakti Yoga. Muni, a sage in the forest, he meditates and only with single point of object he wanted to go. He is alone. But devotees, there are some desires, and because they are engaged in the devotional service, first of all, they will also be purified, and parallelly, they will also try to paropakara, try to free other people from the material entanglement. So Lord utilizes both the devotee and his services to elevate other neophyte devotees. Both things happen, but in due course of time, this devotee will be in the dehopi devashakaha kalu karma yavat swarambakam pratisamikshita eva sasuhu tam saprapancham adhihoda samadhi yogaha. So this is again a person who is engaged in the devotional service, gradually he will be complete mukta shrimirihi nirvishim vivaktam nirvana mruchiti manaha sahasa yatarchihi. Nirvana mruchati manaha sahasa yatarchihi. In the mind, we are socially dead. That is the devotee. We are not part of this social materialistic world. That is nirvana mruchiti manaha sahasa yatarchihi. So this is called socially dead, but we are as pure devotees of the Lord. We are servant of the Lord. We belong to the spiritual nature. So when that kind of mood comes and he making those activities like that, yes, he will be purified completely. We can say that he is Uttamadhikari. He sees the Lord everywhere and he does not have anything in this world to enjoy. Or he sees everyone in equal vision. And if we take shelter of such kind of devotees, he will also be purified.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Very well explained. I have just one more additional thing which is related to this. So I absolutely understand what you are saying, Prabhu, in terms of, but then in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan is saying that, and he's defining sannyasi as that person who is living in this thing and doing his duties and still focused his mind to the Lord. So how do we then, Prabhu, look at this when where Lord is defining sannyasi as he has defined in Bhagavad Gita, versus versus the other way, the sannyasis who leave everything and they live a secluded life to just focus on the Lord. So are these not two different things, Prabhu?
Yes, so here sage is going to the secluded place that is called Yogasha. Bhakti Yogasha Maya Manavi Udiritaha Eyoho Ekaterenaiva Purushaha Purusham Rajet. Either one can take to the devotional service where we can practice that devotional service among the society and elevate ourselves and go back to the Godhead. Another thing is the Yogasha. Bhakti Yogasha Maya Manavi Udiritaha. I am explaining two parts. And the yoga Shaya is just going to secluded place. There you will go to the Vaikuntha. So that is another path. But Krishna recommends the first one, Bhakti Yogasya. That one in the 18th chapter, when we are in the beginning of, when Krishna, Arjuna asked Krishna that what is sannyasa and what should we do, what is best.
Yes.
And Krishna says that it is to, instead of taking the wrong clothing or the vesha or the appearance, and then still have desires, instead of that, even though you are engaged in yourself in the duty and just renounce the fruits of your activities,
Yes, Prabhu.
that is the best thing, because that is also practical in this material world. And we cannot go to the forest and a secluded place and do yoga in this age of Kali. So in this age of Kali, always stay with the devotees. Satam prasangan mama veer samvido bhavanti hrutkarna rasayana kataha tadhoshana dvasu apavarghavatmani shraddha ratihi bhakti anukramishati. So in such a way, among the devotees association, progress ourselves and gradually detach from the material entanglement.
Yes, Prabhu. That's very nicely said. And when I was thinking of your analogy, Prabhu, where I was thinking of particularly of you, and you are very elevated and devotee. And I was thinking that yes, if Prabhu decides he can go to a secluded place and he will be completely immersed in Krishna Bhavana and Bhakti, but what you are doing by staying in the middle of us and trying to educate us to the Krishna Bhav, is this not more serving Krishna? So that's the thing that I was thinking in this context. But Prabhu, I've got my answer. I'll not take any more time because I would let the other devotees also ask the questions, Prabhu. It's okay.
Very beautifully. So you mentioned, but yes, we also, that means I am also not freed from the desires, but still I'm in the Grihastha ashrama, but I'm also having challenges, but Krishna is trying to put me here to engage me in some services. So though I wanted to be free from all the desires, but somewhere else still holding me back. Okay, young family, like that. So yeah, many things are there. Uh, okay, thank you so much, Prabhuji. But
Very
even
good, Prabhu.
the Lord's desire. Any other questions, dear devotees, or anything to share? Hare Krishna, Saraswati Mataji. Would you like to share anything, or you want to ask any questions, Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Nothing today, Prabhuji. Yeah. Probably as we progress, right, I will come up with questions, Prabhuji.
Okay, sure, Mataji.
The wonderful session. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Thank you for your association. Vijay Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Moga Prabhu, how may I serve you?
Yeah, would you like to share anything, Prabhuji, from your point of view?
Do you mind scrolling up the oh my god, the quality is before forbearing.
So forbearing is self-control, steadfast, and forbearing. Steadfast.
No, forbearing.
Yes.
At the end.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Well, I have a question about forbearing.
Titikshaya.
And the quote is, there are many such strictures. So in the process of Krishna consciousness, we have to wake up early in the morning, etc. and so on. So many austerities.
Yes.
And because we cannot compare Krishna being a disciple of Sandipani Muni with us being a disciple of our spiritual masters. It is totally different. Krishna, because he's God, he is able to tolerate even the most difficult strictures in relation to serving his spiritual master. But with us, it's different.
Also, yata buddhihi tadashraya. Anyone who has taken yata buddhihi tadashraya, who have taken shelter of Krishna, they will also tolerate. They have got similar tolerance as the Lord.
Sorry, if we take a shelter in Krishna, we have what?
We also have got forbearance as much as Krishna.
So it's like contagious.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yata buddhihi
yes. That
tadashraya.
would be my question, and you just gave me the answer. If we become surrendered to Krishna, then we it rubs off.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. एतद्देशनिमेषस्य प्रकृस्तोऽपि तद्गुणैः न युज्यते सदा आत्मस्थैः यदा बुद्धिः तदाश्रय यदा बुद्धिः तदाश्रय. So in such a way, a devotee also will be having forbearing capacity like the Lord because they have taken the shelter of the Lord. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nice.
Sorry, we have taken what? Shelter.
Shelter of the lotus feet.
Shelter. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay. Meena Mataji, Usha Mataji, anything to say?
Like this, Prabhuji, now I think it's everything explained so nicely. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. So there are no further questions or sharings. Then we shall move to the next part of our program, Narasimha prayers. We're all happy. Okay, so we shall move to Narasimha prayers. Okay, Vijay Krishna Prabhuji, would you like to do the Narasimha prayers, Prabhuji, if you are happy and available?
You want me to chant Nrsimha prayers?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, of course. Just tell me if you can hear my mridanga.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Can I follow, Prabhu?
Yes. Prabhuji, Vijay Krishna Prabhuji, Swarup Prabhuji will follow behind you.
Yes, of course. Can you hear my mridanga?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. I can hear it.
Okay. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Prahlada
Prahlad Lad Daine
Hiranyakashipurvakshaha
Hiranyakashipurvakshaya
Shilatankanakalaye
Shilatanka Nakalaye
Ito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimho
Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho
Yato Yato Yamitato Nrsimho
Yato Yato Yamitato Narsimho
Baye Nrsimho Hridaye Nrsimho
Bahi Narsimho Ridaye Narsimho
Nrsimhamadem Sharanam Prapade
Narasingham Adim Sharanam Prapade
Avakara Kamalavare Takam Adutta Shringam Dalita Eranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadvita Narahare Rupam Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare
Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakasipu Tanubhringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare
Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev.
Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev.
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki,
Jai,
Bhakta Prahlad ki,
Jai,
Srila Prabhupada ki,
Jai,
Srila Gurudev ki,
Jai.
Gaura Premanandi.
Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Vijay Krishna Prabhuji and Swarup Prabhuji. So beautiful. Very nice.
Thank you for the invitation and thank you, Swaram Prabhu, for following. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu, for allowing me to follow. Forgive me, I could not keep up with your tune.
No,
Forgive me
no,
for that.
you're most welcome. It was very beautiful. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you so much. Dear devotees, we are nearly 40 minutes past 9 o'clock. If you're all happy, then we shall conclude our session for tonight and see you tomorrow morning for Japa session at 5:30 a.m.
You should say 3 Hari Bols to Amoga Prabhu for such a beautiful session. Devotees, if we can all say 3 Hari Bols, please. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Amoga Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
All
Wonderful
devotees.
teacher. Wonderful, wonderful teacher. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was an excellent session, Prabhu. And your reference to Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam and to all the scriptures is like so enlightening. I just wish I can write down everything, Prabhu. But you're so good. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. All mercy of the devotees and the spiritual masters. Vande Guru Nisha Bhaktani Shamisha Avtarakan Tat Prakasham Chaktihi Krishna Chaitanya Pandikam. So, and all mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Prabhu Vande Balopi Yadanagraha Tare Nana Matagraha Vyaptam Siddhanta Sagaram. A little child also by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Tare Nana Matagraha Vyaptam Siddhanta Sagaram. He will cross all kinds of spiritual junctions. He very easily. Okay, very beautiful. Thank you so much. It is mercy of the Lord and devotees, Krishna, Radharani, Vaishnavas, Gurus, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much.
Hare
You
Krishna.
are most welcome.
Okay, we are happy. Yeah, we can conclude our session.
Vanchakalpa Tarupyasha Kripa Sindhuvaya Vacha Anam Pavanabho Vaishnavabho Namo Namaha Nanta Koti Vaishnavindo Ki Jai Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Bye.
Hare Krishna consciousness, everyone.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.